Yo, what's going on, you mother humpers? Yes, you're going to hear the heater in the background. Why? Because it's a little chilly today. And the one thing with this house is I have a great heating system. As a heater man myself, I used to be a heater mechanic. There's nothing like a boiler. Forced hot air sucks ass. Thank you. Alright. This is, before I show you this wonderful gun, I want to show you the TN35 that Through Night donated to the channel. Look how big this thing is. You know, really? Wow. Someone's going to win this? Yep, someone's going to win it. Batteries included. Through Night sent me another beautiful flashlight. This is very similar to the one that I keep next to my bed in a holster like this. I call it a holster. It holds the light. I keep one in my bed, right next to my bed, and it's really powerful like this one. It's a great intimidator if someone breaks in. This is great if you own a lot of land. This is great. This is great if you're sitting in fucking McDonald's. That's how great this is. There's no reason not to like this, and you don't need a reason to have something this big. Big is better, and this is awesome. This is a little nicer than mine. I have the TN30. This is the TN35. It's just a little nicer. It has that beautiful silver crown on the top, brushed stainless steel. It's got a nice deep, long dome dish in there for, you know, the throw, like I told you before. Range. It's got a big ass square LED light system in there. It takes 3 18650 batteries, and of course I'll put the link under the video if you guys are interested in getting one of these. Someone's going to get a free one. How about that? What I also like about it is I like how there's U-notches all the way around. So because it's fat, so when you have your thumb, it's hard to get to that button. But if you have it, that's what the U-notch is good for. You can easily get to the on and off switch. 27, let me do it, 2,750 friggin' lumens. That is more light than the heavens above. Almost. I could probably strobe an extraterrestrial with this friggin' thing. Probably. So I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration. It comes with the light. The batteries are already in the light. It comes with a lanyard, an extra rubber switch in case your rubber switch rips or tears or wears out. Extra O-rings for your, so no moisture can get in there and mess up the batteries. It's got a multiple charger just like the other one. You can do all kinds of batteries with it. It'll adjust to any kind of rechargeable batteries. You get that. It also comes with a car charger, which is all that's in here. So real quick, I'm just going to show you because I know you're waiting to see the gun. There's your on switch. Let me see. Okay, it's on low right now. And what's cool about this is you don't have to keep hitting the buttons to go to low to high. You just have this dial here, and it has this mark. And as it gets wider and wider, it's going to get brighter and brighter. So I just turn it wider, brighter, and then there's your 2,750 lumens, and all the way goes to strobe. Whoops. Now there's your 2,750 lumens, and then the strobe. So this is the ultimate flashlight for everything. That's what I say. Everything. Home defense, camping, everything. Your car, you name it. If you just want to cut through the shit and just get a really nice light, just buy it once, I'd grab this bad boy. I'll leave the link under there. You'll be surprised how much it is. It's not as much as you think. I've seen these lights at gun shows for like over 300 bucks, and you'll see what I mean. It's pretty impressive. Beautiful light. So thank you Through Night for donating another high quality free flashlight to give away to one of my awesome subscribers. The winner of this light is Paulie C. Paulie C, you know who you are. You won the light. I'll get it to you ASAP, and that's it. I have another light maybe next week to show you guys, and it's going to be another big one like this. So I pray that someone gets it. I hope one of you guys win that always wanted to win. I'm doing the best I can. Alright, now let's see this awesome gun. This is a Walther PPQ. I've been finger feeling this gun for over a year now at the shop. We sell these at Double Action, and you know, everything I look for in a pistol, it has it. Like I said in my past video, I don't know if a nice trigger, like a great trigger with a great reset, makes me shoot better, because I already told you my best shooting target gun is my Beretta M1, my Beretta M9, and that doesn't have the best trigger, but it has a decent trigger. But this, it has a real exceptional trigger. It's probably, if you're going to look at a gun and you're a trigger snob, you're going to probably think this is probably the best trigger you ever felt out of a factory gun, just right out of the box. It has to be. The only gun that comes close to it is the VP9. But it's still, this one is a little smoother feeling, and it resets a little bit more positive, and there's no slop after the reset. This is if you're a trigger buff. Don't buff your trigger. You can be a trigger buff, but don't buff your trigger. That could be dangerous. Anyway, this thing, let me open it because I know you're getting patient. Shut up and open the box. Alright, I understand that. What I do like about it, I'm going to talk about the box. As far as boxes go, this is probably the nicest box I ever seen a gun come in. Glock has an okay box. Most of the firearm boxes are pretty shitty. I kind of have them stacked up in my closet, and I just use my gun case to bring it back and forth to the range. But this is actually a nice box. It has really thick slide levers to lock it. It's really hard. It's not all squishy. Very nice box. Here it is. This is what it comes with. This is the Walther PPQ. My preferred caliber is a 9mm. This is the second version, where it has the American mag release instead of the European HK style mag release. I prefer that. You know, I don't have a problem. You know, we all give HK a pass with that. You know what I mean? But I don't want that on every gun. I'd rather have the regular American style mag release. So the PPQ definitely has that. There's so much to talk about with this gun. I already shot it already. As soon as I got it at Double Action, it came in the mail. I just went right in the range with a box of 115 PMC and just shot it. I only put one box to it. It ran perfect, no problems. It shoots amazing. Okay, so if you're thinking about a 9mm that's mid-size or Glock 19 size, the PPQ, I would say, is the best option out there, going by its reputation, going by about 20 videos I watched, going by its reputation through the year, through how long it's been out. It's been out for a while, and it probably has the best feedback of a firearm that I ever heard. I mean, people don't even give it good feedback, they actually rave about it. The VP9 is another one that has really good feedback, but this one, like, everyone raves about it. I don't know if you're in the gun community like that, and you know, you hear all that stuff and you know what goes on. It's got a really very responsive mag release. You don't have to push it very hard. It just shoots the mag out. Very nice. Gun safe. Gun safe. Okay, so what's so special about it? What's special about this particular firearm is the trigger, the ergonomics, and how light it is. There's just three things that are pretty important. The ergonomics are very VP9-ish. As soon as you put your hand in there, it just melts into your palm. It feels like you could just shoot a moth right between the balls with it. That's how it feels when you put it in your hand. It gives you great confidence. I like how underneath the trigger guard is scalloped out so you don't get that Glock knuckle. Are you fucking serious? Hold on. Let's just ignore that. Just ignore that. Anyway, it's scalloped underneath so you don't have that Glock knuckle. which I get. As you can see, I have a callus there, and under my, you know what, I'm going to get this friggin' phone, I'm going to throw it across the room. Where is it? There you go. That's what I think of that. Anyway, whoops. It stopped ringing, didn't it? It worked. Anyway, you don't get the Glock knuckle with this because it's scalloped underneath, and the trigger, the material of the frame is very, very smooth. It's really smooth. Like other polymer guns have that orange peel, that texture to it. So when your knuckles under there and you're shooting, it feels real comfortable. Nice square trigger guard. A lot of guys like that. Plenty of room in that trigger guard for gloves. Look at all that room in there. Nice big window you got. Plenty of room. What I like about the trigger is when you pull the trigger with this gun, very light trigger pull. It's about 5.5 pounds, but it sure feels a hell of a lot lighter than that. But it is 5.5 pounds, but it feels lighter because it's so smooth. When you pull the trigger, that's my cell phone. I got two phones. See, I'm in stereo here of interruptions. When you pull the trigger, man, what? You can pull through that wall so easy without disturbing your sights. Even with a Glock 3.5 connector, does not feel that nice. No way. Okay, so I hold the trigger in. This is what we do. And we let it out till it resets. It resets almost right away. After the reset, this is what I look for. Slop. Where's the slop? There isn't any. There's no slop at all. I'm right against the wall. It reset. Bang. So, great target pistol. Great self-defense pistol. Now here's the other thing. You know, this is why these guys that panic that you have a lighter trigger under pressure. Do you think you're going to shoot somebody and all? I don't know how true that is. Well, here's a gun right out of the factory with no thumb safety. It has the trigger safety, and it has a tremendously light trigger. Okay, now I think Walther, they've been making guns long enough to say that's a light trigger, but it's safe enough that I don't think there'll be any accidents with it. All right, or they wouldn't put guns out. Same with the VP9. Then I guess the VP9 trigger is not safe. I guess this trigger is not safe. It's all good habits. Just keep your finger out of the trigger guard. I kind of keep my finger up into the injection port, which somebody taught me that. I didn't make that up. I wish I did. And it just gives me that confidence that it's up in that pocket there. So anytime I handle the gun, especially in the store handling the gun, I'm always up and away. Not only here, up and away. And just very conscious about it. Anyway, you get 2 magazines, Mech-Gar mags. They're probably the greatest mags you can get with a firearm. And they're made in Italy. That's how you know they're Mech-Gars. 15 rounds. So it's the size of a Glock 19. See, this is what it has over the VP9, just a little. The VP9 is a little bigger than the PPQ. It's like that much longer. So the VP9 is more the size of a Glock 17. This is the size of a Glock 19, and this holds 15 plus 1. So you're getting the same magazine count, and it's a little bit smaller. And that little bit difference, trust me, makes a big difference. I love that it doesn't have a thumb safety. I love how everything's super low profile on both sides, ambidextrous. Also, the magazine release can be switched around. You can make this a left-handed shooting gun or a right-hand shooting gun, whatever you want to do. Same with the magazine. The slide stop lever is on both sides. If you're one of these guys, if you're one of these magazines, I don't like doing this on an empty chamber, but if you're one of them guys, this gun does it fairly easy if you'd like to do that. Some guns, like Rugers, when they're new, they're really hard to push that down and let the slide go forward. You're really not supposed to operate a gun that way. You're really supposed to slingshot it, but people do it all the time. I don't. I try not to do that. The sights on it are, now here's the thing, they're good sights, they're high vis, you really can see them well, you can shoot well, but they are made out of plastic. I don't know about that, because if you use the ledge, using one arm and you're cocking with one arm off of anything, That might break because it's plastic. I think that should be metal. It's the only thing I don't like about it. But what I do like about them is they're very easy to see. They're high vis white sights, and it has an adjustment back here for your windage. That's great. That's cool. I put a box of PMC 115s to it. Ran perfect. I already said that, didn't I? I like PMC. I always find that my targets are really good every time I use it. I don't know what it is, but it might be psychological or what. It just runs good in every gun. Every gun I have, PMC runs great through it. So far, I mean, it ran perfect. Some people, because of how this sticks out, if you do this tactical grip and you squeeze real hard, you might drop the mag by accident. That could happen. I could see that happening. But I don't see a problem with it. So if you want to know about that. The price point for this gun is about $598. We have right now at Double Action the new PPQ 45 at Double Action 45. There's two of them there. And we also have a PPQ 40. So we have three of these. We have 40 and two 45s. If you guys are local and interested, want to go check them out, we have them at Double Action. Right now we don't have a 9mm there, but we will, I'm sure. We normally carry it. What else about this thing? They give you a target with it. That's pretty neat. I never seen that before. Not with any guns I bought. That's not a target. It's a 15-meter target. Just to show that it was test fired. Yeah. Give you an idea. Okay. Here's all the information on the top, how many meters and all that stuff, what gun it was and all that. That's pretty neat. Just shows you that the gun's in working order before it left the factory. You get a lock, which I throw them away, and you also get an easy loader. This particular, you get two mags. This particular easy loader is exceptional. Actually, probably works well. It's really thick plastic. It's got ribs on it, so it won't slip. Especially if you're me, if you got arthritis. These things work great. The best one that gets the up Lola, but this works good too. Pretty nice. So actually, I'll keep that. Usually, I don't keep the easy loaders. What else did I want to show you? I'm probably going to disassemble it real quick to show you how that works. The other thing I wanted to bring up is the stippling. The stippling is great. It's aggressive, but it don't bother your hand. It gives you fantastic tracking. That's for sure. You get 3 straps. You get, I think the medium is on there. The large has a beaver tail, which goes up into the grip tang if you got big hands. And then you have the medium, and then if you want a smaller grip, I can put the smaller grip on. I haven't messed with it yet. I might end up putting the smaller grip on because that really comes out, bellies out. Very simple to do. You push the pin out, and it actually pulls out, and you put the new one in, you know. But the stippling on it is fantastic. It actually has a rubber feel to it. Probably it does. It feels like it's rubber. Great traction. Roll marks. Whole gun is 100% German gun. Very high quality. There's all your proof marks. Beautiful looking gun. I love how the slide tapers. See how that's shaped. Keeps the corners close together, so when you're carrying, a little bit more comfortable, I would say. Has a high vis follower in there, so when the mag's empty, you can clearly see it's empty. It's not black. The mags are expensive. You know, they're Metgar mags. You know, they're probably like between 40, I don't know, $40 and $45 a piece, whatever. Also, wow, that trigger's amazing. It really is. I'll show you how it disassembles. It's pretty much like a Glock. You have to pull the trigger, which is not a problem for me because I safety check my weapons over and over again. So what you do is to disassemble it, you just rack the slide, make sure it's empty, pull the trigger, swing your fat hand around, pull it back. You don't even have to pull it back. You just pull this down and just push that forward, and it comes right off. Some guys, they pull it back like a Glock. You really don't have to do that. You just make sure you pull these down, and everything's fine. There's your recoil spring, flat wire recoil spring. Looks like it has a little buffer on the bottom of it. That's pretty neat. Okay, and it is a polymer recoil spring, which is plastic, and then the barrel comes out just like any other gun. It has a very high resistant finish on the slide. Where'd the slide go? Oh, like HK. I think it's Tinifer. That's what I'm hearing. That's awesome. I mean, that's as good as it gets. Very high resistant finish on the slide, so that's good. It'll last a long, long time. I only got 50 rounds through it. You know, I'm reporting that it shot perfect. It does have a chamber indicator. I'll show you. Actually, I need a snap cap to show you how that works. And what are you doing? I'll do that for you. Recoil spring. That recoil spring's fat, like I'm talking about in diameter. A lot fatter than my Glocks. I guess it's a good thing. Very smooth gun when you're operating it. It's just really slick. Barely any oil on it. Thing runs like a just go shoot one. Okay. There's your internals, very Glock-like. Except that Glock, see that spring? Glock springs underneath, theirs is on top. It's really, so just be careful. When the spring's up there exposed like that and you're brushing, just be careful you don't hit that. That I'm not too crazy about. But, you know, if you're aware of it and you know what's going on, it shouldn't be a problem. And then just put the slide back on. You can pull this down to help it go back on. And then that's it. That's what you should do. You can slide it on without pulling that down and just go past it, but that's not the right way to do it. You might wear that little part out. So do what the manual tells you to do, and your guns will last a long, long time. So that's how you reassemble it. That's pretty much it. Nice positive. Oh, I wanted to show you the chamber indicator. How it works is, I like chamber indicators as long as it's not a dedicated separate part for a chamber indicator. So what they're doing here is just like Glock, they're using the extractor as a chamber indicator also. So it's not an extra part, they're just utilizing one part to do two things, which is very smart. So what happens is, I don't have a snap cap, when a bullet's in there, the extractor obviously is going to move out on this end. Down this end it's going to go in. So when it goes in, you're going to see a little red paint mark right there. It works like an HK but reverse. You're looking down this end. So when the extractor is, when there's one in the chamber, this end's going to go out and then this end's going to go in, and then it's going to create a ledge, and then you're going to see a little red line, and that's going to say, hey, you got one in the chamber. I like that because I have a horrible memory. It was great shooting it. Oh, here's my target. Where's your target? So, I just put 50 straight rounds, you know, at 10 yards. Oh, man. One flyer. It's a little left, but see, this is what's cool about the adjustable rear sight. All I got to do is give that a couple clicks, and that group's going to move right to the center. I will do that this weekend when I'm at work. So out of 50 rounds, this is what I do. You know, everyone does it different. I had one flyer. I consider that just one flyer. I don't see any flyers anywhere else. Okay. And that's for shooting a new gun for the first time. That just gives you an idea how great the trigger is. Okay, so if you could do something like that with a gun you never shot before, it's telling you it has the potential to be a laser beam. So there it is. That's all I really can tell you about it. And that's the Walther PPQ 9mm. And I want to thank eBalmy because he has one and he was raving about it. And everyone that buys this gun, a lot of customers, they're like, dude, you got to get a PPQ. And you guys been telling me for like the past year and a half to get a PPQ, and you know, you guys been telling me, and I just wanted to wait. I wanted to wait for it to be good, you know, in case there was any bugs. So that's it, guys. Hope you liked the video. If you're thinking about a gun around $500 or $600 and you want something really high quality, something you can carry, something that's easy to shoot at the range, the Walther PPQ is definitely a great option. Awesome. Take it easy.